What is going on, lads? Welcome back to another video. Now you join me here with the Focus once again for another video. Now today I'm going to be doing a video that I've done a similar video before to with my MK6 Fiesta, which is my previous car, and I've done the opposite video already with the Focus. So if you haven't checked those out, I'll put a blinking card up the top and a link in the description below. I just want to say before we go ahead and get into today's video, thank you very much for subscribing. If you have recently, we just recently hit 800 subscribers, which is absolutely madness. So thank you to everyone that's subscribed to the channel. But yeah, today we're going to be going through the 5 things that I hate the most about the Focus ST. I've had the car since April, so I have had time to develop my little niggles and hates about the car and about Focuses in general. So that is what we're going to be talking about today. Let's go ahead and get straight into the video. Right boys, so we're going to start the video with number 1, or actually just before we go ahead and start with number 1, these are in no particular order. It's not sort of my most hated first, it is just 5 things that I dislike or have slight niggles about the Focus ST, in particular the MK2 Focus ST, which is the one I own. But yeah, number 1 is the reliability issues that they have, including the drive shafts, liners, that sort of thing. You see so much worry and paranoia all over the Facebook pages for these cars, and rightly so. They just seem to have issues after issues after issues, because people just rag the shit out of them. So that was why I bought a standard one, in the hope that it hadn't been ragged or anything like that, and touch wood, it's not been too bad so far. Obviously I had the clicking issue a few weeks ago, but that is now sorted. So yeah, that is number 1, and it's just the fact that you've got that constant worry in the back of your head that something might go wrong. You don't want to floor it in case you do buckle your drive shafts and you end up with a wobble. So yeah, little things like that just can be a little bit annoying after a while. But yeah, that is numero uno. By the way, check out these views, mate. They're absolutely mad. I don't know where the hell I am. But yeah, it looks bloody lovely. Right boys, straight in with number 2, which is the fuel consumption for these cars. Now, it's not necessarily something that directly affects me. However, it is something that you need to be aware about if you are going ahead and you're looking at buying one of these, which is probably one of the reasons you might be watching the video. So fuel consumption is shite. It is a 2.5 litre turbo. It's not going to be great, it never was going to be. So if you're buying it for a daily, consider that in mind. Currently I'm getting an average of 25.2. Now that does include obviously longer journeys, shorter journeys, all of the journeys that I do. Most of my journeys are in and around town, but on the odd occasion I do go to different places over the UK on longer journeys, so that is why it's probably quite good. Whereas if it was just around town, it would probably be something like 16 mpg, so that is pretty shite, I must admit. But if you're buying this car and you're going to worry about mpg, then it's probably not the car for you. Go and buy something with a smaller turbocharged engine. But it is definitely something to consider, and something that I can see as a hate or a niggle about these cars. If they were just a bit more fuel efficient, and they did get better mpg figures, then that would just make filling it up each time and having the fun that you have in them that much better. And that would, yeah, definitely something to consider if you're buying one. I'm in quite a fortunate position where this isn't my daily driver. I have a company car, so yeah, there's not such a big issue that the MPG is crap because I don't drive it as a daily driver, like some people would. So yeah, number 2 is fuel efficiency and consumption. Right boys, number 3 is something that I have mentioned in previous videos. If you've been subscribed to the channel for a little while, you will have heard me moan about it all the time. But if you are new to the channel, then you won't know. So number 3 is the cost to modify these cars. What the fuck is the Focus doing? Yes, so the cost to modify these cars is expensive, as you can imagine. They're not the cheapest parts. If you want to go ahead and do an upgrade on the power, you can't just go ahead and map it. You have to look and consider upgrading your clutch, because if not you're going to burn it out, because the power is just too much for the standard clutch. So that is a big job, as you can imagine. It means changing the flywheel, and also you've got all the labour costs in there as well, which means it's like a £500 or £600 job at the best, unless you're a mechanic or you know someone in the industry that is you know, like a friend or something. So that is an expensive one. So if you are buying it, make sure you've got deep pockets or stick to standard power. Jumping straight in with number 4, and that is something that I think all Mark II Focuses struggle with, and that is paint issues. They all seem to get this sort of paint peel, as you can see here, the sort of lacquer peel. My car isn't too bad. I've only got that spot there, which is on the front bumper, and I have got a bit of a chip in the paint there as well, so it could do with a front bumper respray, in all honesty. Just tidy up any stone chips and things like that. But just be wary when if you are buying one of these cars, or if you've got one already, just be careful, because the lacquer peel does seem to happen. And again, with the alloys, they seem to develop like this sort of corrosion over time as well. So it's like a paint / alloy issue that all of these cars have, or at least that's what I've been told, and everyone seems to say or moan about on the Facebook page for the Focus. So yep, unfortunately it's one of those things. You can obviously get over it, take it to a body shop, that sort of thing, but it's going to be fairly pricey. It's not going to be cheap, that's to say the least. So just bear that in mind again when you're buying it. Look out for those sort of things. But it's just something that's annoying. It's just one of those things, like, it looks okay from a distance, you can't see it, but as you get closer and closer, you can start to pick it up. So it is one of those little pet hates that I have with the Focus. I knew it when I bought the car, but I got the car at the right price, taking that into account. So, you know, it's one of those things, I just haven't done it yet. So, but yeah, that is numero 4. And we shall jump straight in with number 5, keeping the clip rolling, because it is slowly getting darker, but the sunset is looking sexy. And number 5 is the fact that these cars seem to have a really clunky gearbox. When you change the gear, or when you shift gears, it seems to make all sorts of fucking noises. It gets me worried literally every time. If you floor it and then change gear, it makes all sorts of bloody noises. When I first got the car, I thought like maybe the clutch release bearing was going, or something was seriously wrong. I haven't had any issues, so you know, it's just one of those things. I was searching it up online and again in the Facebook pages, and everyone said that these cars just have to have clunky gearboxes. I really don't know why. I thought that maybe my fluids were low or something like that, but they just seem to have clunky gearboxes. And it's just one of those things that's annoying. Like if you've got mates in the car and you're shifting and they're like, what the hell is that? You have to explain, oh, well that just seems like a Focus thing, you know, they all do that. Well, that ain't fucking good enough, really, is it? It's just, you know, it's just one of those annoying things that you have to explain to people that they don't know when they're in the car, that it is clunky. It's not too bad, and not many people notice it, to be fair, but it is just one of those things that is a little bit annoying, and it makes the 5 annoying things about the Focus, or the 5 things I hate the most. There's not a lot of things I hate about this car, so it did take me a little while to sort of put together 5 things that I dislike or hate or find annoying. And those are the 5. But I could probably come up with a few more, but those are the 5 main ones there. Yes lads, that is the 5 things I hate the most about the Focus, or dislike about the Focus. Let me know what you boys think about the Focus STs, or especially the Mark II ones. If you've got one yourself, what things do you hate, what things do you like? Be interesting to see if you've got a different top 5 or something that I've missed out. Make sure to go ahead and drop those in the comments below. But as always, if you did enjoy the video, I appreciate any support. Make sure to drop it a like, subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll catch you boys in the next video with hopefully some mods for the Focus. If not, we'll be doing another one of these sort of videos where I walk around like a pansy, talking to the camera, and you get people walking past, looking at you like you're a twat. But there we go, that is the fucking life. Make sure to subscribe. I'll catch you in the next video with some more Focus ST content.